All right, let's talk about radical honesty, speaking your truth. What does it mean and why is it so important? Let me start with why I think this is important. It can literally just make you more straight. People walk like this because they're not in their integrity. I'll do another video mainly on integrity later, but let's start with speaking truthfully in your life. That's the easiest part. Well, maybe not easy, but it's very obvious. We are all lying all the time. None of us is telling the truth 100% of the time, even if you're trying to. Subconsciously, it's so easy, really. Hey, I thought you were there at 3. When are you there? And you say like, oh, I just need 5 minutes. You know you need 10. You only need 15. Or you're telling somebody that, yes, I am interested in a relationship as well, but maybe you know already that you don't have it in you right now to commit to a relationship and you don't want it. Maybe you're omitting part of the truth. You're not telling the person that, hey, by the way, I have a child and you should know that before we move into a more intimate connection. There's 100 ways that you can somehow wiggle your way around the truth, but it will make you smaller and smaller and smaller. What we want is to stand up straight in our lives, stand in our integrity, speaking our truth. So what you can do is watch yourself in the moment and understand why do you go to these small or big lies in your life. And what you will find, don't take my word for it, try it out yourself, but most of the time it's to avoid conflict. It's because you want something, you want to keep a harmony. Maybe you are afraid you will lose the connection to that woman if you tell her the truth about your feelings or about your family that you have somewhere or the other woman that you've been dating. Maybe you're afraid you will lose the connection to your friend if you tell them the truth that you hate their new haircut. People do all kind of weird shit just to keep people close to them. But the funny thing about this is, it's not that funny actually, that we are creating separation. Every lie you tell in your life creates separation. So if you can start telling the truth and speaking your truth, you will create stronger relationships. You will create more intimacy. People can finally trust you fully. It feels amazing when you know somebody can actually tell you the truth about anything and they're not holding back. There's some degree of common sense here that you don't have to tell everything to everybody. But when faced with a question, 99% of the time, the right thing to do is just to answer honestly. And like I said, truth can be a bit, you can find your ways around it, but you will know. You will feel it when you're not truly being honest. So, what we need to do to speak more truthfully is to look at why am I avoiding the truth sometimes? What are these fears? What am I afraid to lose? And why am I so afraid to lose it that I'm compromising my integrity for it? No man should do that. And no women either. Not even animals, if you ask me. But really, why are you compromising your integrity just to keep something that is obviously not yours if you have to lie to get it? And most of the time, it turns out if you tell the truth, actually, everything turns out fine. Doesn't mean that you get what you wanted, but at least you're living in integrity. And do you want to have a relationship built on lies you tell each other? You will never experience the true love and intimacy that you're longing for, that you came to relationship for in the first place. So what's the point? What's the point of lying? So start investigating your life with a radical honesty so that you can speak your truth and face the fear of maybe saying something that hurts others, maybe saying something that makes them angry. Most of the time, we're afraid of the reaction of other people. Learning to speak your truth also means dealing with the consequences of being and speaking with your truth. And that's okay. Sometimes people will not like the truth, but that is not your problem.